Warm-ups are still getting away. Thank you, Tyler Shipman, out there for joining in over there on Facebook. I appreciate everybody out there. My name is Jason with Signature Esports. We are here with the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. And, of course, and always, we broadcast Mondays and Tuesdays to No Limit Series Racing, the Pro Series, and the Thunder Series. Wanted to show that before we got going. And we're going to talk about where we're at. We are right here with, not that at all. I had some things change on me. Let me get that fixed for you. We are with the Frontline Workers 200 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. 200 laps is what we're going to run, so just under 100 miles. Or just over 100 miles. We call it the Bristol 200 just because we're running 200 laps. There it is for you. Hashtag Frontline Workers, and then make sure you hashtag Signature Esports in there for us as these guys are about ready to get things underway here very shortly. Guys are out there warming up, trying to get themselves used to each other. I appreciate everybody out there, of course, and always doing what you do and supporting. If you're out there on Facebook, start a watch party. If you're out there on Twitch, make sure that you host the stream. If you're out there on YouTube, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell just in case you don't get to see all of our streams. Everybody's still loading in right now, and we appreciate all of you being ready. There is a lot of racing left to do. Let's talk about what we've got going on here. Our pole sitter is none other than the number 55 of Joe Sanchez out of Newington, Connecticut. Ran a 14.684 in his qualifying time, driving a Chevy Camaro. It's his first pole in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. So there he is. He's going to start it inside or outside. Brian Wirtz right there in that front row. Row 2 is going to be Hans Walter and Eddie Hawks in the number 40. Row 3, Hank Caston, the number 36, and then Mitchell Sukatis in the number 44. Row 4 for you, Matt Lovett and his fantastic ballparks, number 41, and the 22 of Clint Leatherwood. Row 5, Lawson Peel, he won Daytona last year, or last week, not last year, last week. He's going to be there with Matt Cherry. Row 6, Zach Rinker in the number 60, and then Mario Miranda in the 99. Row 7, Sean Conklin in the number 58, and then Jackson Wellman in the 019. Kaysen Harnish in the number 47, and then Brandon Banks in the number 88. That's row 8 for you. Row 9, Daryl Paget, our only Australian driver in. RJ Justice is going to start outside of him. Isaac Mock, the 95, and then Mark Harris in the 21. That's going to be row 10 for you. Row 11, Josh Klinger and Shane Wyatt. Both of those guys out there doing great things. Brandon Frontapole, the pole sitter from Daytona, he is in row 12. Jack Webb in the number 27. He's going to be starting outside of him. Row 13, Bradley Dunson, the number 51. One of those frontline workers out there. Jesse Priest in the number 33 in row 13. Row 14 for you, Wayne Lowe in the number 34. Matt Roberts in the number 11. Row 15, Michael Woolley, my broadcaster for Tuesday nights. And then, of course, DJ Stagner, the number 32 with them. Row 16, Jake Elrod and Daniel Helm. Moving along just a little bit. Kevin Hayes in the number 42, and then Grant Williams in number 6. He's out there. Row 18, Chris Bates and Dylan Hastings. He's going to be starting outside of the 07. The 86 is out there, Douglas Carlson in the 19, and then the 66 of Colin Ziemer. Row 20, Ryan Dipple and Josh Thurman. They are both out there, and then, of course, and always, Michael Newton is there. Corey Doss was on the list, and he is now out, and our race sponsor is actually in the race right now, so Ken MacArthur is taking his place. He's going to start 41st position. Everybody's going to move up just a little bit. Appreciate everybody out there on Twitch giving us a nice feed. Start that watch party. And we're about to go green flag racing as the pace car has the lights off. And the 19 is going to be on the inside. The 55 is going to start on the outside. That was the switch, outside row. So one more lap around, and we're going to go green flag racing for the frontline workers. 200 laps, half-mile track right here. And it's just going to be amazing. We do expect a lot of cautions just because it's Bristol. We expect it. So we're going to see how it goes. No fast fixes for these drivers here in this iRacing platform. They do have 5 sets of tires, and they have 65% fuel, so a mandatory pit stop coming. Rhinelander out there, Isaac Mock, get this win. That's what we want to hear. Cody Kinsey, appreciate you. And now from Bristol Motor Speedway, race 2 of the season, going on green. The 55 is out there. Everybody checking up. Oh, everybody's getting turned. Hank Caston's going to be in there. The caution's going to have to get thrown. And there it is. Hard checkups early on. You saw it right there. Difficult to say the least, as you're not hearing anything I'm saying. So there it is. Apologize about the not having it. There it is. Went over the grid with you, and I don't know why the main screen didn't do what it was supposed to. Lots of checkups going on right there. There's Daryl Padgett coming out. He wanted to start from the pits, and now they're going to have to come down pit road for a few little repairs. Hank Caston, one of the guys that is one of the favorites out there. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, it does happen. You saw the checkup right there, and that's what I was waiting on. I was waiting on that screen to load up for me, and there it is. I'm going to go to the session events where we just saw all that happen. Let's go and see kind of what took place already. So if we look at where Hank Caston is right here, the number 36, kind of gets checked up right into the 41, and then you just see everybody there trying to get on their brakes. The 88 there gets spun by the 99, and just kind of everything laid back out there and laid themselves back open. So hopefully we get everything lined back out, and everybody's going to be back in the grand scheme of things. Hopefully no serious damage for everybody. Not sure what they're planning on doing, but we're going to get it. Jackson, Wellman, let's see where everybody is, see who's off on pit road getting some fixes. Top 5 right now: Joe Sanchez, Hans Valter, Eddie Hawks, Mitchell Tsukadis, Lawson Peel, Matt Lovett. They're all right there. Clint Leatherwood back on the track. Jackson all the way down there. He is on pit road currently. He is in 19th spot. There is Hank Caston. I do like his paint scheme right there. Up to the race leaders coming around, and we're going to see how things shake out. Definitely hard-fought situations right there. So we'll see how things work themselves out. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you out there, Rhinelander. I like the 10 bits. That's amazing. I think the bits are something like 1.5 cents a piece, so appreciate that, of course. I have no clue. I had to look it up just to be sure. I'm enjoying Twitch, though. I'm enjoying being a part of the Twitch family. There is Joe Sanchez. He's got a lot of cars in front of him, and I believe all these guys are going to get that wave around. Get back on the lead lap. We're going to see what happens here. Waiting on the pace car and what is going on with that guy. Joe Sanchez, Alter Ego 55, the number 55 Chevrolet right there. Conservative driver, just trying to get everybody back in track. 81 going to drop back as everybody's going to have to go around, and they're going to meet the pace car here in just a moment. Whether it's under caution, there's still going to be a lot of things left to go. So there's the pace car right there. Lap 7 being completed under green flag conditions. You see it all right there. Caution back out one more time. Oh, the 55 gets collected. There's the 98, the leader. Holy goodness gracious. There's Cicadas. We were back to green, and I didn't even see it. How insane was that? Take a look at what happened here. The 58 of Sean Conklin right up there. They are too wide. Oh, the 27 gets up there. Everybody starts checking up, and then you see it. Goodness gravy. 2 cautions real quick, but hopefully we get some things lined out and settled out. These guys need to get in and fix their cars. Every position counts. As you see it, oh my goodness. Here's the 58 of Sean Conklin right there. Bristol's going to be hot and heavy, but I really like this track. I agree with you, Ralph Johnson. I really like this track. This track is absolutely probably one of my favorites to broadcast, even though sometimes it just becomes what you think is a caution-filled race. But nonetheless, we've got to have a winner. They've got to have the points. And next week we're going to move on to Chicagoland, where they're going to get a little bit more freedom to drive. So they've got to deal with the issues. Josh Klinger said iRacing took a dump on him. So it crashed on him. Lap 10 being completed under caution. We're going to see how things go in just a moment. Right now, your race leader is going to be the 19 of Hans Walter. Went green with a pace car on the track. It did. I wondered what was going on because it didn't seem like it was ready to go. So, nonetheless, I think iRacing's updates today might have done more harm than good. I know the new damage model's out there. I know I've got it. It took a long time for me to upload as well and try to get a lot of these paint schemes done. So we'll see how that rolls. The 58 coming on pit road. First car not on the lead lap currently, Brandon T. Banks. He is in a 30th position. Mario Miranda, the 99, is one of the favorites to win here, so we'll see that. There's Josh Klinger. He is up there in 7th. Shane Wyatt from 22nd all the way to 8th after all of that early carnage. So we're going to see how things roll out here very shortly. I appreciate everybody out there, and we are starting to gain those watches again. There's so many watchers on there right now that my system actually is not updating correctly for it, so I appreciate that. Last night we reached over 2.2K during our live broadcast. Let's try to beat that today with Bristol. We're going to have some fun and some excitement, and it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I had a great montage video to play for you, but it just didn't finish rendering in time. So after the race is over, I'm going to throw on our Facebook page. If you go find us on Signature Esports, you'll be able to see it over there. We're going to play that over there. It's going to be just kind of a small little montage about our frontline workers and how much we appreciate them. I will get that uploaded along with race results and, of course, what we're going to be doing next week and a little talk with our race winner, whoever that may be. And then after that, we will move on to Friday night. Tomorrow night, we're going to have our cash race. Saturday night, we have the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series. That's going to be here at Bristol as well. Absolutely excited about that. Then we have our podcast right after that as well. The Signature Esports podcast. That's going to be on all your favorite channels. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of it. Alrighty. It's about to happen. All the cars, double file, coming around turn 3. On the exit of turn 4, you're going to see the pace car do its thing. There's the 98 coming down low, trying to check up in front of the field, making sure not to hit anybody. Pace car is off. Got to wait for the green. Check, check, check. Waiting for it. There it is, coming in the corner. There's the 19 of Hans Walter out there. There's the 25 of Lawson Peel, last week's winner of the Daytona 250. 41, though, love it out front. He loves this track. He wins it often, so he is right there. Green flag racing underway. Another lap completed, so another lead change for everybody. There's Lovett out there. There's the 19 and the 40 of Hawks. He's going to try to fall in line with everybody. When they start running, it's going to be insane. That is what happens there. Brandon Fronopol all the way up there, too. He moved himself up there to 5th place. Matt Sherry's right behind him. Shane White in 7th. Eddie Hawks right there in 3rd. He is tracking everybody down. There is the 98. Lap traffic is going to be early and often, and so this is something that's going to have to be contended with out there to try to just complete some laps and make it worth it. There it is, the 41, the 19 of Valter, and of course Eddie Hawks in the 40. Somebody that I'm always used to talking about and talking with. We're going to move on over to him. It's going to be Michael Woolley, the number 13. He is right there behind Josh Klinger as Josh hits the wall right there. They're coming up on the 98. And he has moved himself up quite a few positions as they continue to move forward. Michael Woolley started 29th, up 14th. Sean Conklin 1 lap down. Brandon T. Banks still the first car off the lead lap. He is 28th. Things updating for me as we go. Brian Wirtz right behind him there a little bit. He is in the 82 Dark Horse Racing Team. He's coming around trying to make a stamp right there on the 42's rear bumper. Trying to make him move. There's the 49 as well. There's the 60 of Rinker. One of my favorite drivers, the 69 of Darrell Paget. He is right there. He is a lap down, but he is here to compete and do well. Fantastic driver, learning a lot, especially over there at in Australia. Up to our race leader, the 41 of Matt Lovett, coming all over the back of Hank Caston here in just a moment. There's the 7 of Mr. Bates. Caution's going to come out, and the 41 moves out of the way. It looks like Hans Valter moved as well. Fantastic little run right there. We're going to see how things shake up. There is Matt Lovett out front, and some people are going to get some laps back here. So let's see who is all going to pit road. So here's what happened. Let's look at lap 23. Zach Rinker. Well, there's the... looks like Darrell got into the wall right there. So let's go, but we're just going to kind of rewind. See what happened here. There's Darrell Paget right there. He's coming around. He gets a little high into the wall. Kind of taps it again. Oh, the 81 was right there, right into his rear bumper. And, those things do happen. Oh, the 5 of Fronopol gets into him. Now it's just a long checkup. Nope. What's hard about seeing all of this is that it's not that the guys are doing anything wrong. Whenever you can't see around the bend to see where the caution is going to come out, or see where people are wrecking. So it's definitely difficult for a lot of these guys to see what's going on there. Thank you, all of you out there, of course, and always. Lots of fun, lots of interesting things. Ken MacArthur is our race sponsor today. Where is Mr. Ken MacArthur? Ken MacArthur looks like he is out there. Let's go take a look. He is currently 20th. He started in the back in P40 on the outside. Ralph Johnson giving a Facebook shout out right there. 88, get him, Brandon Banks. Mr. Banks, of course, and always trying to keep up with everybody. Last car on the lead lap, Mario Mirinda. He is out there right now in 26th. There's the 97, Mr. Banks, going around. Chris Bates on pit road. RJ Justice, 54, is one of those drivers that's just absolutely incredible to watch as well. So let's, it's just great. I love all these guys. These guys make things so fun and interesting. Kason Harnish out there, the number 47. Darrell Paget now, he's on pit road, 5 laps down. Joshua Thurman, 3 laps down. Isaac Mock, 3 laps down, but he's still on the track trying to compete. Jackson Wellman, the 019 in pit road. And he is only 3 laps down, so we're going to see how that plays out. Race leader Matt Lovett in the number 28. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go 2 wide. There's Brandon Frohnapple up to 4th. Opportunities are knocking. You can drive around here with some nose damage. That is no problem whatsoever. We see it all the time with the real racing drivers. So lap 28 being completed under caution. Only 200 laps to be going with it as everybody lines back out to go back to green flag racing, trying to find their spots, trying to avoid the damage, trying to get through the wrecks. Delayed caution as we're waiting for everybody to get cycled back around and into their places. Now the lights are back off on the pace car, and we are going to go back to green flag racing here in just a moment. Exciting moments for everybody, and we do appreciate all of you out there watching, enjoying, and streaming. Make sure that if you're on Twitch, go down to the About section, or if you're on Facebook, go to twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Hit the donate button, and you'll be able to, of course and always, donate to the stream or to the PCs for Drivers program. We appreciate all that. Brandon T. Banks in 25th after getting caught up in that last one, but he's ready to get out there as well. Got to go on green. That's what's got to happen. There's the 41, 19, 25, 5, and the 1. There is the 02 of Matt Sherry as well. High line is the best line for restarts. Everybody going to fall back into place. There's Matt Lovett coming into turn 3 on the exit of turn 4. See how restarts are going to be for everybody. 41 out front, lap 31 being completed under green flag conditions. Jackson Wellman, I appreciate you out there, buddy. Jackson had to, he got black flagged for the internet issues, and he was a lap down because he didn't cross the start-finish on the first caution. I understand that. Internet issues are happening all over. iRacing just did their update today, so some things still having to shake out, new fields, all kinds of stuff like that. Here is what I call my drone camera, the 41 of Matt Lovett out front. Just kind of driving away from everybody and doing a great job of doing just that. Dark Horse Racing Ford Mustang. It's got a little bit of damage on him, but still running really well. Look at that Coca-Cola inside paint scheme on his cautions coming out, but you see it right there. That's the driver. Pace cars coming out. Mr. Daryl Paget doing a great job out there. Nah, you just got into the wall. Everybody does it, buddy. It's Bristol, and we look forward to seeing you out there at Chicagoland. You will really very much like that track. That is a pedal-to-the-metal track for you, and I look forward to seeing you out there. We're going to try to go back and take a look at what happened in that last caution. Looks like Dylan Hastings was involved. There's the 9 right there. Right there to the inside. Got a little bit into it. Let's see what happens as they come up. Nothing big there. Whoop, into the 50. Oh, there's the 81 and the 58. It's some hard racing right there. 3 wide coming into the corner. Oh, and he gets turned. That's what happened right there. So that's going to bring out the caution. Still a drivable machine, though, if he can get it turned back around. Daryl is probably one of the most kind-hearted people that I've met. Not only because of his sense of knowing how to drive, but also his willingness to learn. So, Daryl Paget, buddy, I appreciate you out there. You're absolutely an amazing person, and we will see you at Chicagoland. Do not do not give up. I know that you are here to learn and here to have fun, and you're a great support and a great asset to the Signature Esports, Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, and then you're just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to keep praising you, and you keep driving, buddy, because you keep learning, and you are, I mean, you qualified with some of the best of them out there, right up there in the middle of the field. So that means that you know how to drive this track. Just means that got to get used to that high line, that's for sure. All right, so the 41 is out front. There's the 19 of Hans Walter, the 25 of Lawson Peel in third. We're going to take a look at the top 5 for you on the bottom left hand of your screen. You're going to see Brandon Fronopol in fourth. There's Matt Cherry in fifth. That is how everything is working out. Lap 40 being completed under caution. The 41 is going to take the high line. The 19 of Walter is going to be on the inside. Fronopol is going to restart behind the 41. The 25 of Peel is going to be in third. He's going to restart in that third place position on the inside. Wonderful things are happening right here. People are getting some laps back. Some people had to go a couple of laps down, but that's still no big deal. Get out there and run. Keep getting those positions. That's what I see out of it. Pace car is diving down into pit road out of the exit of turn 4, and you're going to see Lovett take off right here. He's going to have Fronopol right behind him. Nice green flag restart because 19 of Walter's right there on the inside. 41's going to get the high line groove, and the 19's going to tuck in right behind him. 41 laps on everybody's tires from first all the way to 16th, and we're going to see how this is going to work. 41 up into the wall just a little bit right there. Still not a big striking resemblance there. 42 laps complete. 157 to go. 58 to go. There they are. North Carolina's having some weather issues out there. I see that, guys. East Coast is doing some things, that's for sure. Lap 44 complete. Last lap for your race leader, 14.936. Second place, 15.028. There's the 15.212 of Fronopol. Whoa, and caution's going to come out. You see somebody turned around back there. I missed it. I was looking at a relative. My goodness. Alrighty. 45, let's take a look. Mitchell Tsakadis right here. The 44 was the one who was kind of turned around. Gets into the bottom of the corner. Let's see what happens as he comes up. Oh, there's Elrod in front. Everybody's slowing down for the 9. What happened with the 9 right there? Dylan Hastings involved. Let's take a look. Here's Dylan Hastings. Oh, a little blink right there. Not sure what happened there. Dylan Hastings. There he was. He is right there on the outside. The 21 going. Oh, the 31 kind of gets up into him a little bit right there. Turns him. And everybody's slowing down for him. A little front end damage going, but still great things. Everybody trying to split and dive down. That's where the 14 kind of came down. Caution kind of got around a little bit late for everybody, but still tough cookies. All these guys have nerves of steel. Thank you everybody out there on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube for all that you do. I am streaming it not only on Signature Esports, but also on my personal. 47 laps on a lot of tires. Mark Harris on pit road and the number 31. Race summary so far, 5 cautions out of the 48 laps, so just under half of the race done this way. The laps are going to go fast once they're going to start ticking away once we get to that point. But still great things happening. Pit stops for everybody. Matt Lovett hasn't hit one yet, but we're going to go and we're going to take a look at some of the pit stops back here. Hawks getting some damage repaired, it looks like. Tsakadis as well, having a traditional pit stop. MacArthur He hasn't hit pit road yet. There is a few. Josh Klinger out there getting some damage repaired. See Zemer out there as well. And a few guys. Clint Leatherwood taking up, I believe Clint might have gotten out of there. So there's your race off pit road strategy. Matt Lovett is going to be your race leader. There's the 9 back out there. Dylan Hastings trying to keep everybody on line. I want a big thank you to him, and big thank you to all the admins that helped me run this league. I have, and not just league, but series. We have quite a few out there. Race leader right now, Matt Lovett. He is out there running that NAMI Oceanside Cleaner car. And National Alliance on Mental Illness is the acronym for NAMI right there. We want to make sure that we give a big shout out for them, and thank you to everybody out there. Of course, suicide prevention is a huge part in all of our hearts over here. That's why we have the PCs for Drivers program to help all of these. We got the extended or delayed caution going on right now. We want to make sure we get everybody sorted out and lined out. Bristol is one of those tracks. It's kind of hard to get everybody sorted, but make sure that we also note that these guys with the PCs for Drivers, we use all NVIDIA graphics drivers, and of course top of the line SSD drives and good motherboards. We try to make sure that we put everything out there for these guys to have some kind of platform to connect and do a bunch of things like that. Another organization we're looking forward to getting involved with Wayne Lowe put me in contact with them. It's going to be Fast Lane Racing. We're going to get involved with them a little bit. Let me pull up that information for them as well. Fast Lane Racing League is one of the first championships in iRacing for disabled drivers. Every skill level is welcomed as we go back to green flag racing right here, the 41 of Matt Lovett out front. Most of the drivers are uncomfortable racing official series, and this league provides a judgment-free environment where the focus is overcoming disability one lap at a time and together. Absolute great organization to be a part of. Matt Cherry making a move on the 1-9 of Hans Walter right there. Hans looks like he's about to get some company with the 25 of Lawson Peel. There's the 5 of Fronapol. He's going to use that inside lane. There is the 0-2 of Matt Cherry all the way out front. Matt Lovett is still currently your race leader. Walter trying to get on the inside of the 0-2. 0-2 has a lot of front end damage. Oh, right there. They're going to get side by side, a little bit of side draft. The 41 of Matt Lovett's just kind of running away. These guys are going to continue to fight. There is 1.6 seconds, almost 2 seconds out over the field. Lawson Peel, the 25, gets by everybody. Let's go back and we're going to take a look at kind of how that worked out. Lawson Peel dives to the inside. Hans Walter's right there as well. There's some exciting racing going on. The 33, the 40, the 51, the 34. All 4 of those guys are just running hard. 19 of Hans Walter has the 25 on his tail. Matt Cherry has the 5 of Brandon Fronapol right there, and all in the mix of that No Limit Racing drivers. Come back to take a look at Fronapol and Cherry. Ooh, a little bit of Woolley right there. Woolley's got the 34. These guys are running it. Michael Woolley, my Tuesday night broadcaster, as you see the 98 trying to clear pit road. There is Brandon Fronapol, 46. Branding Co. He is one of my sponsors for all of my broadcasts. Go to 46branding.com. That is F-O-U-R-T-Y, as caution's going to come out right there. Someone got turned around. Go to F-O-U-R-T-Y, 6branding.com. The name is what it is because the clothing and the apparel in there are much better. Brandon Fronapol right there doing a great job of moving himself up. He's got no nose, but he says, you know what, I'm going to continue to go 61 laps on the tires all the way back to Shane Wyatt in the number 1. Shane Wyatt currently sitting in 15th place. RJ Justice right in front of him. He's got a little fresher tires on him. Matt Cherry comes down to pit road. Going to get some stuff worked on, it looks like. Thank you, everybody out there, for continuing to watch. I appreciate everything that you do, and without you, I couldn't be who I am. And I appreciate all of you for what you've done. Looks like we're going to see pit road get busy. There's Brandon Frontapole right there. You see no front end to his car. Big thank you to Donald Wooten out there. He's our race controller. He's got a big task to try to see everything on pit road. And not only on pit road, try to see everything out there in... Try to see everything out there on this track. Even though it's only a half-mile track, it's still, you got to see everything. You got to see when a car turns, why they spin, who does it, and why. And that's kind of how it goes. So let's see how things work themselves out. Looks like Matt Lovett is... I wonder if he's coming to pit road. Hans Walter out there. Here's your race. 41 of Matt Lovett on... Here's the 19 of Walter. Matt Lovett right there. The 27 looks like he is going to be a free pass car. Let's see if I can find this young man. There he is. 51 of Bradley Jacob Dunson right there. Speaking of frontline workers, let him come around. We're going to take a look at his wonderful Dinkin Flicka Esports Chevy right there. Shaped like a cop car. He is one of Alabama's finest, and we appreciate everything he does. Let's take a look at the rear end of his vehicle right there. Cracks me up just a little bit. Got some nose damage. Brian Wirtz out there giving us an update on what happened with him. Mr. 82 sitting out there. iRacing update. Game crashed. iRacing updated and broke your sim. Missed the start because of it. Then clawed from 35th to the top 10, and it crashed going to green. I can understand that. Race leader currently is going to be Matt Lovett. Hans Walter. Sometimes we can't anticipate the updates from iRacing to be 100%, so if we're going to see some of the good ones, we're going to see them here. We're going to see some of the bad ones. We're going to see some of the bad ones. So, all right. Michael Woolley out there in the number 13. He is currently 4th. He is trying to get his connection straight. We know that sometimes iRacing lags everybody. But speaking of PCs for drivers, yep, Woolley is doing great. Woolley is going to be one of the recipients of our first PCs for drivers systems. So we will, when he gets that, we will post some videos and some cool stuff about what we do there. He always has to wait for the green flag and everything to situate themselves to get up there. So Michael Woolley doing a great job. There's the 41 out there on the outside. Matt Lovett there. There's the 19, the 25, and then the 44 is going to be the inside. 41 is going to get a nice start right there. Woolley's going to be right behind him. 67 laps on the top four's tires. And we're going to see if that's going to make an effect. Michael Woolley's favorite track is Bristol. He is really good at it, so we're going to see how that works out for him. The 41 of Matt Lovett out front as Michael Woolley hits that that P2 position. He's going to blink in and out just a little bit, but he's all right there. He's going to make sure he stays high. Hans Walter right there as well. As the 25 of Lawson Peel is going to be there. The 55 works his magic all the way back up. Joe Sanchez, the pole sitter, got caught up early and has worked his way all the way to the front again, sitting P5. Michael Woolley looks like he has kind of just disappeared on everybody. Hans Walter in second place. Lawson Peel right there as well. Woolley, poor Woolley. We have to figure out where Woolley is. Here's the 19, lap 71 being completed under green flag conditions. The 19 and the 25 both get into the wall a little bit right there. Trying to gain a little bit off of the exit. Here they come around the 55. Your pole sitter was ready to go. Lovett almost a full second out in front of everybody. Good green flag racing. It just seems to be happening. Everybody's doing a great job. We start getting everything back in order. Let's see how long we can keep it green, green, green all the way. There's the distance between Walter and the 41 of Lovett. You saw it in the corner. Big look at the overhead camera. You see how they enter. And looks like caution's going to come out on lap 74. It is to be expected. We are going to expect lots of cautions. Here's lap 72. Daniel Helm in the 81 gets up into the wall just a little bit. Looks like that was the 49. I apologize about that. Daniel Helm right there on the outside skirt. Oh, gets off of the wall just a little bit. There's Hank Caston. Oh, everybody just kind of collects each other. Let's go. We're going to go back and try to take a look and see what happened there. Here's the result of that. It looks like Hastings and Dipple were involved with each other. Oop, there it is. There's what we were looking at. There's Zach Rinker and the numbers. Everybody kind of checking up right there. Let's see what happens. There's a 5 of Frontal. There's the 99. And we're going to see there is Dinka Flinka Motorsports. Oh, somebody got loose. Comes around. Nice little. Come around and see what happened there. That looked like the 33 right there. Let's back that up. Let's ride along with him in the gearbox, in the gyro cam, in the cockpit. Let's back that up. So this is what happens. He had 15 laps on his tire. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. Comes up, tags the wall. Comes back down and tries to stay out of everybody's way. Oh, and just collects a few people. Everybody trying to make sure that they stayed out of the way. Hank Caston involved in that. The 58 involved as well. It is Bristol, that is for sure. Everybody trying to clear. Alrighty, let's come back to it. Blimp cam coming up. 33. Coming out of pit road, it looked like. Just a little bit there. Up to your race leaders. Matt Lovett still out there. Hans Walter. Joe Sanchez. Up to third now. He was the pole sitter. He got tangled up in the first caution and now has had to work his way all the way to the front. We appreciate every one of you, and tomorrow we're going to have a Talladega race. We're going to do some 65 laps and put some drivers out there to win some cold hard cash. You want to be a part of it? Go to Facebook and look us up, and we can get you the information on how to do that. Normally I would send you to the website, but we've been working very, very diligently over the last couple of weeks to get WordPress to cooperate with us, and by doing that, we have had to keep it down for a little bit. But to say the least, we're ready to go with a new website here very shortly, and we're going to continue to work on that as well. Speaking of websites, 46branding.com. That guy's got some great designs, awesome shirts. They are printed and designed right here in the United States. And they ship direct to you. All you got to do is go there and look it up. 2x2. Pace car is going to go around turn 3. and you're going to see everybody ready to go again. Pace car dives off. Lap 80 about to be underway under green flag conditions. The 41 of Lovett uses that outside line like he likes to do on the restarts. Outside line, the preferred line to restart here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Long look at the stretch right there. Coming into turn 3 and to turn 4. 55 of Joe Sanchez gets caught down low, and so now that upper line is still working. Caution comes out. Everybody going to have to slow up. And we're going to see where that caution kind of came out. Looks like the 98 involved there. Michael Woolley did a great job, of course. Let's see where the incident happened. Here it is. Looks like the restart was right here. Slow restart, it looks like. And Caston comes down low. There's the 7 to his outside. There's the 81. Those two kind of connect a little bit. Oh, and the 7 gets into it. Oh, they get pinched into the wall. And then everybody dives up to avoid, and then the 7 gets into the 98 because the 98 turned around right there, and there was your race leaders where we came back around to. All right. Whew. Lots of talking. That's what's going on. That's for sure. Russell LePage, thank you very much, buddy, for following me out there. I appreciate that, of course, and always. I appreciate Rylander out there with the tip. I like it. If you're out there watching on Facebook, I believe you can do it there, too. I don't know. I try to understand, but I do know that I enjoy what I do, so I'm going to keep doing it. There's Michael Woolley back. Now 12 laps down after all of that, all of what happened there. He was up there in the top 2 and had some internet issues, so he came back in. He's going to continue to run this race very fast, very efficient. One of those drivers that really loves Bristol, so he is back out there. Quick look at your race summary. 8 cautions for 40 laps, still under half of the race, so not bad. 83 laps completed, 117 laps remaining. Lead changes are at 6 right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now, when you're out there sharing all this stuff and you're starting watch parties, I want you to make sure that you put in hashtag frontline workers, all in one, because then you'll definitely be seen out there and support it. Hashtag Signature Esports as well. If you're on Instagram, go give us a follow over there. Up to the race leader, Matt Lovett out there. We are still pacing around. He's going to hold on to those tires. All 85 laps are still on those tires currently, so we've had enough cautions to keep him from coming to pit road. If we get a long green flag run, we're going to see how this is going to work. No one wanting to give up, nobody wanting to call it quits, which is absolutely 110% fantastic. Only a couple of drivers that have decided that they were going to accept defeat. I say defeat, but I only mean that in a good way. They are trying to... They're going to hold their positions where they finished because of being too damaged. But then again, I've got some drivers out there that are going to sit and wait for their repairs and get back out there and continue to run some laps. So we're going to see how that works out. Douglas Carlson, one of those guys, he got his car fixed, the 86. Out there, 55. He's 55 laps down, but he is out there ready to run. Michael Woolley out there as well, 12 laps down. Jack Webb, 3 laps down. Chris Bates, 3 laps down. Sean Conklin and the number 58, he's only 1 lap down, so he'll be, if there's another caution and he's not involved, he'll be the next Lucky Dog. I am looking for a Lucky Dog sponsor, by the way. If you want to be a part of the broadcast, get a hold of us over at Signature Esports on Facebook, and I can get you hooked up with that. I need a caution sponsor, and we need a Lucky Dog sponsor. We need we need a few. We need a few of you. It's reasonable rates, and you will get quite a bit of exposure. Last night we had 2.2K on just qualifying on a Wednesday night, so That right there is good exposure. We reach about 14,000 people a week, and that is steadily growing. And we're continuing to go, even with our little numbers. I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Continue to grow and continue to be a part of your lives. My name's Jason. Again, Signature Esports is what we are. This is the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. We're about to go green, green, green again right here. Lap 87 completed under caution. Now we're back to green. Lap 88 ready to rock and roll. There is the 19 of Walter back up there. RJ Justice. This was a guy that wanted to be up front, and he has worked his way up there. The 41 of Matt Levitt's going to have some company very shortly. RJ Justice runs very quickly around this track, and so we're going to see how that's going to work. Matt Levitt out front. There's the 54. You see some exciting racing going on behind. Lap 89 complete right here. Bristol, virtual Bristol. There is the 54. He is right there on the tail. RJ Justice has 52 laps on his tires, so he's going to be able to hang, of course, with Matt Levitt. Matt Levitt having 90 laps on his tires, getting ready to come around and to complete that 90th lap. Take a look at where he started. Brought to you by No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Matt Levitt started 7th, currently 1st, has led 76 laps. And is fast, but we're going to see how that's going to play in a factor. Whoa, some high traffic right there. Everybody going to have to check up and slow down. The 7 gets turned around, and that's how that's going to go. So we're going to see how Matt Levitt's going to work it here, and then quite possibly we're going to talk to one or two of these drivers here very shortly. Might actually talk to our buddy over there, Mr. Michael Woolley, and see what happened with him. Excuse me. First, let's take a look at what happened with the caution. And here it is. All right, so there's Ken MacArthur up there. There's the 42. And Ken's up high. He gets collected up there. Let's see what happens here. Oh, gets into the wall. Ken MacArthur into the wall. Our race sponsor does that. 66 slows up. Just believe people kind of slowed up. And then the 66 turn kind of gets into the 97. There's Woolley right there. And then the 7. And I don't know who that was. It looks like the 7 kind of got into that right there. Let's take a look and see where he was at, who he was involved in that with. It looks like the 22 of Clint Leatherwood, who was trying to just get out there and complete. So, oh, he did. The 7 wasn't clear, came down, and that's what happened there. Hard racing, hard to do it. When somebody slows up in front of you, it's hard to avoid them. But there's the 7. No doubt gonna get an EOL out of that. Quite possibly the result. But we're gonna see what happened, and we're gonna pull in somebody to chat with. As I was trying to do that. Apparently, I'm not in Discord at the current moment, so I apologize. But here you go. You're going to see some of my stuff. There you go. All right, guys. Now you're going to see it. Here's my mentions. Appreciate everybody out there. I am in the broadcast booth, of course, and always. I don't know why I'm muted. But while we wait for us to go back to green flag racing right here, Mr. Michael Woolley, you're all the way up there in second. And looks like you had an internet issue drop out on you. Tell me about what's going on with you.
We didn't drop out. I parked it down there, and then I went and reset the router without backing out of the sim. So it probably showed me following through, but I'm back in. I don't know how I look right now. How do I look, Jason?
Buddy, you look good. I mean, you got some nose damage. I'll give you a little spotter brief. Slight right side damage from tapping the wall like you do. Your front end's pretty clean, though.
I appreciate that, man. Trust me, I didn't know what was going on with this thing. Hopefully we can get these laps back.
Well, with enough cautions, you'll be able to do it, that's for sure. So we're rooting for you, and we'll see you after the show. Mr. Michael Woolley right there, doing a great job of being Mr. Michael Woolley. We love that 13 NVIDIA machine right there, and he is absolutely one of a kind. Dark Horse Racing Machine Pro Series driver for No Limit Racing, of course. And let's see where we get going in just a moment. Back to green we are again. There, we're going to watch Michael Woolley drive around the track a little bit. Gets right to the rear bumper of somebody right there. Let's follow him as he was 12 laps down. Now currently, I believe he's only 12 laps down. So he's going to get a free pass here very shortly. He's got a lot of congestion to deal with, though. There's the 97 of Ken MacArthur. He's going to run down. Right behind the 86, that fast NVIDIA machine, as fast as the graphics that they get. There he goes, running down lap 100, being completed under green flag conditions. Currently, your race leader, Matt Lovett's got RJ Justice right behind him. Another driver we were mentioning before, the 44 of Sukatis. He is right there on the tail, trying to track him down. Lovett still on older tires, 101 laps, not wanting to give up the lead, not wanting to have to fight back through the traffic. Don Wooten, I appreciate you. Let me see. Don giving me some advice on what he was got going on when he backs out to watch the whole track and only lets you watch half. Oh, I get what you're saying. It's because you need to make sure that you have all of the cars rendered checked. That's what I want to make sure that you do that, of course, and always. Back under caution one more time. The 86 looks like he was involved in that. We're going to see where that goes. We get nice little green flag runs, and then it seems like we get some issues that happen. Jack Webb looks like he was right there in the 27. There is Mr. Woolley right there. We were just following along with him. Hans Walter back there with that new little car. I wonder what happened. Oh, there goes Woolley. He is up there trying to stay out of the way. There's Jack Webb. Looks like, oh, somebody was flipping. Rinker was flipping. Everybody getting into each other. Woo, let's go. And we're going to back that up. A pile up in the corner. There it was right there. Apologize about that, guys. Had something going on right there. Here it is. There is Rinker right there. 14 kind of checked up. Gets into the... He was into the wall, gets into the 0-2, into the 51, turns upside down. What a crash, and then everybody's there. Let's see what happens. Woolley kind of gets there. He gets into the 14. Everybody was there. Just carnage in the corner. It is Bristol. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, guys, keep going out there. Keep chatting it up. The more chats we get, the better off we are. And I kind of like it. Remember, share it out there. Start a watch party. Hashtag Frontline Workers. Bristol 200. Signature Esports in there as well. Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Brought to you by 46branding.com. Back all that up. Get all of that ready to go. Well, points are the factor. DHR for the win. Big Eric Schaefer out there. Dasty, honestly, at this point, I'm glad that I had to work tonight. I had to miss this race. Well, I mean, that's what I was talking about. Points are valuable here, and that is where you kind of got to make sure that you do it. So Matt Lovett goes in for tires, it looks like. Brandon Frontapole, now your race leader. And I want to chit-chat with him. Was going to talk to Matt Lovett. But we'll do it this way, Mr. Brandon Frontopole out there. You're in the lead. You've got some front end damage right there, but it seems like you're still driving that car really, really well. Tell us about your game plan on this restart, my friend.
Yeah, we got caught up in an early wreck. Well, not really a wreck. It was more dodging the wreck, but just hoping to stay out front here. The top line is pretty strong. Whoever gets up front is definitely going to stay there. So let's see what we can do. Stay keeping it out here with all this damage.
Well, we've seen real-world drivers do it. You can probably do it yourself. So keep it clean, and we'll see you hopefully at the end of the race.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Oh, remind me your team. I forgot. Incognito. Never mind. I got you. I had to put him back in his channel, his team channel right there. I already clicked it when I saw it, so I forgot for a moment. Brandon Frontopole out there out front. He's going to get this restart, delayed caution to get that extra lap. They're going double file. He's got Lawson Peel to the inside. Hawks right behind Lawson Peel in third in the number 40 machine. There is the 19 of Hans Walter right there in fourth. There's the 58 of Sean Conklin, and he's going to be right there, start at 13th. Matt Lovett back up there in sixth after taking a pit stop, so a bunch of drivers on pit road. Only a few of them stayed out there. He put over 100 laps on those tires, and that is impressive. Cody Kinsey, Lawson Peel up there, back to second. And green is gone. That's what it is. There's the 5 of Frontopole. Gets a better start on the restart. Hans Walter on the outside. There's the 25 of Lawson Peel right there on the inside. He's going to have to settle to fall back into third. The 19 gets checked up into the 25. The 40 is getting ready to go around. You're going to see it. Everybody's checking up into the corner. Kind of getting aggressive. But things still green as we are 110 laps complete right here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Brandon Frontopole out front. The 19 trying to get that fresher car out there in front. But Frontopole definitely going to try to hold him off. High line is the one line that works, so he's going to use a mid-high line right there. The 19 of Walter, he looks like he's going to try to make it work on the backstretch. He's got Lawson Peel right there. Long stretches are the problem that I see with the 19 of Walter, but hopefully he can turn it on right here and figure out what he's going to do, running just a little bit faster lap than a race leader, about 1/10 faster as he comes down to the backstretch into turn 3. Lawson Peel right there as well. 1:13 left, or 1:13 completed right now, 1:14 underway. Seeing Matt Lovett, he's worked his way all the way up to 4th place. He is trying to track down the leaders. He was your race leader for a very, very long time. Cody Kinsey, appreciate you out there, buddy. Absolutely doing great things, making things just kind of stick for me, and I like it. Michael Woolley, he is back to 29th. He has started completing some laps. Bradley Jacob Dunson on pit road. We got some lap traffic for our race leader to contend with. There's the 97, Ken MacArthur out there. He's going to have to try to stay low for Brandon Frontopole. There's the 41 of Matt Lovett. He led for a long time, fast at this racetrack. You're going to see him right here. The 19 is going to use lap traffic right now. You see him going. He's going to give a bump to, and everybody comes up. There's the 19 of everybody. Man, that was nice. 18 looks good tonight. Black Horse Auto Transport doing a good job. Josh Klinger up to 14th. He is a Duke University student right there. Brandon Frontopole scored the race leader. Currently, there's Hans Walter coming around as well. All right, so we got to go back and take a look at that. That was quite a bit of contact for everybody. Woo! Crazy. There are so many incidents going on that it was quite impressive. All right, lap 117. Here it is. The 5 is up there, high side. The 97 right there. The 19 is working his way to the inside. The 5 is just faster on the high line, and you're going to see it right here. He gets right. Oh, the 97 checked up in front of the 5 because of the down traffic. The 98 back there. So definitely something to work with. Let's go back. We're going to rewind just a little bit. And we're going to see it from, let's see it from a traditional camera. Here it is. Super slow-mo. So there's the 97. He sees in front of him the 98, who's right there on the track, spun, gets into the lead of the 19. Caution's going to have to be there. The 19 gets up into the side of the 5. There's the 25 of Peel. The 41's right there as well. Overhead blimp view. He clears it right there. Let's go back to here. There's the 18 right behind Woolley right there. There's the 33. Dives down low into pit road. So maybe he was already going to pit road. Let's see who else was right there. Joe Sanchez was involved in that. Here's the 55 of Joe Sanchez, your pole sitter. I think everybody kind of checked up. There's the 58 and the 34 involved in front. So everybody's checking up right now. There's the 55. Oh, and then just nowhere to go, the 88. Nope. And that's the thing. That's such a blind corner. You can't really see what's going on. The 98 was trying to save it and stay out there. And what a shame that does happen. All right, back to live conditions. We see a lot of things happening there. We could probably, actually, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Here's Mark Harris. We're going to go into the cockpit of Mark Harris. Here's a view from his steering wheel. He's coming around. He sees that right there. Oh, everybody's checking up. He's coming down. Oh, the 98 gets into him just a little bit, but he clears it. And just some front-end damage. Probably not as bad as you would think. You've got cars out there with no front end. I think the winner might have no front end, whoever that is. All right. Let's go to it. Your race leader currently is still Brandon Frohnapple in that 5 machine, that 46 branding. The 19 of Hans Walter out there. There is the 41 of Matt Levitt's going to restart outside the 25. Then the 34 is back here. The 34 with the 21. Then the 44 and the 18. Josh Klinger up to 8th. Black Horse Auto Transport's Oceanside, or OCR, Oceanside Cleaner Racing Team up there. Mr. Conklin, it is Bristol. It is going to be what it is. I appreciate you out there. This is just what it is. Brandon Frohnapple out front. He's got the 41 of Matt Levitt. That is two No Limit Racing drivers. As you're going to see Matt Levitt cross over on the inside. The 5 of Frohnapple not as fresh on those tires. The 21 Oceanside Cleaner. There's 2 teammates right there. There is Harris and Levitt going for the lead, and Matt Levitt does it right there. There is the 5. The 21, the 19, the 34. There's Lawson Peel right there. He fell back just a little bit, but Matt Levitt, he's going to start trying to pull away. There's Brandon Frohnapple doing his job, just trying to run that line and keep it up, but he leads and gets some bonus points. There's the 21, not able to make a pass. Hans Walter right there trying to get on the inside of the 21 and trying to make something happen for him. Patience is virtue as we come around. We still have a lot of cars on the track. Oh, Frohnapple gets turned. That one is right there. Klinger's right there. Oh, man, let's go back. We're going to go back and take a look. Oh, caution's going to come out. Matt Levitt's right there. Klinger. What happened to Klinger? Klinger gets a little bit of nose damage. Let's see if he misses that. We're going to try to go back and see. Let's follow along. Brandon Frohnapple gets up into the wall. There he is. There's Frohnapple. He's up there. Let's see what happens here. Comes in, has the 21 right there. Looks like the 21. Oh, gets right to the rear bumper. It looked like netcode. And there is, oh, Klinger does a good job missing. And then the 40 helps the 5 straighten out, and then Dylan Hastings down there as well. Sean, I appreciate you out there, buddy. I look forward to seeing you at Chicagoland. Bristol is Bristol. This is kind of sometimes what you get. You get 30, 40 lap runs, or you get 10, 15 lap runs, and then all of a sudden it just turns into somebody getting turned or something happens. But Brandon Frontopole, he falls back to 11th position. Mario Miranda, the 99, worked his way all the way up to 10th. He is there as well. Eddie Hawks, the 40, takes some nose damage out of that. And, of course, and always, the 22 looks like he's got some engine damage. You see him smoking right there, so hopefully he doesn't blow on the track. Shane Wyatt, somebody to talk about. There's Rinker getting a free pass right there. Let's see what happens in just a second. We're going to go up to our race leader, Matt Lovett, out front. And speaking of Matt Lovett, there's Cherry. We're looking. There's lots of Matts in here. Sean's going to finish the race. Good, get out there, buddy. You got to get out there and finish. OCR getting it done. There he is. He is kind of muted, so we're going to give him an opportunity to do that. Let's do this. Let's go down to OCR. There it is. We don't get to talk to you very often, and now you've worked your way up into the top 15, and I believe, let's see where you're at, Mr. Klinger. You are currently sitting 9th. Tell us how the race is going. You've got a cleaner car than a lot of the drivers out there. How are you trying to pick them off?
Oh, yeah, Jason, we're just trying to keep the nose clean here. I mean, there's a lot of trouble out on the Coliseum here, and this Oceanside Cleaners Black Horse Auto Transport Chevrolet is going to battle. We're racing clean with drivers that you know. I know the Shane Wyatt and his teammates are kind of pretty good about getting out of the way, talking on the radio, but it's a mess, and you kind of just got to pull it through it all.
Yep, definitely one of those things, one of those situations that you're going to have to enjoy. I'm going to put you back in your channel. You're about to go green, and we will try to keep it as clean as possible for you. Appreciate you, and good luck on your restart.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, Dark Horse Racing, or Dark Horse, Oceanside Cleaner driver right there, Mr. Josh Klinger, the number 18 machine, currently 9th place. And back to green once again. 41 out front. There's the 21, the 34, the 19. There is, we were talking about to FRL. There is the 34 of Wayne Lowe. The 19 of Hans Valter. There is Harris on the inside of Valter right there. Lawson Peel there as well. There's the 44. Shane Wyatt's working his way there. There's the 14 of Jake Elrod. Got some little bit of trouble going on there. Oh, the 21 and the 25. Exciting racing, hard racing going on. Lap traffic already being contended with. There's Shane Wyatt right there. There's the 34 and the 19 working together. Love it. Almost a full second out front. We're seeing that Bristol being a handful, that is for sure. And if we still have a driver out there that is listening that might be able to watch half of the track, you might be able to help Don Wooten out. He is trying to make sure you guys are running green. 34, there is Wayne Lowe. He's got Hans Valter. He is sitting second place right now. There is the Fast Lane Racing League number 34. 19 of Valter. There is the 44 of Mitchell Tsoukatis. Lawson Peel, last week's Daytona winner, right here trying to make something out of it. There's the 55, your pole sitter. He's coming out of pit road. The 19 of Valter trying to make that low line stick, trying to make a pass on the inside, but 34 is going to carry a lot of momentum on the outside, and the 44 is going to make a move on the outside as well. There is Hans Valter stuck kind of to the inside. Now he's going to lose some track positions as he has nowhere to go. Trying to make the low line work for himself. 34 of Lowe right there in second. 44 of Tsoukatis. There's the 25 of Peel. Hans Valter settles back to 5th place. Matt Lovett out front. That guy is just screaming around this track. Fresh tires for him, so if there's no more cautions, you're going to see him run away. There is the 44 of Tsoukatis doing a great job. The 19 of Valter. There's the 54 of RJ Justice, he is up to 6th. Shane Wyatt there in 8th. Mark Harris in that 21 car, he is right there as well. All the way up to, we're just kind of picking our battles and seeing what's going on. 7 drops down. There is some lap traffic to be contended with. Mr. Lovett, look at that gap as you see right there coming down into turn 3. Nice little look at that outside of that car. There's 41 going out. Jesse Satterfield, I appreciate your input out there. He says, if these idiots could drive, then maybe my dude Brandon Banks could make it through a complete race. It is Bristol. I do appreciate all the input out there. Brandon Banks currently scored 30th right now, 38 laps. Hopefully he's out there getting his car fixed. It is Bristol. There's going to be a lot of cautions. We kind of know it. And it is only the second race of the season. When we get to the 200-mile race or 400 laps for the playoffs, that's going to be kind of a different choice. There's Matt Levitt going around the 11. Lap traffic to contend with. There's the 0-2 of Matt Cherry out there. Brandon Fronopol's Incognito Racing Team partner. Lap 148 being completed under green flag conditions. Now things have kind of cycled themselves out. Wayne Lowe back there in second. There he is. That FRL Racing Machine has Sukatis right behind him. There's Lawson Peel. Lap traffic. Ooh, the 6 of Grant Williams gets into the wall just a little bit. Does a good job staying low. Going to try to take and use the low line, let the leaders pass. A lot of people right there. There is a 5-car little sprint. There is the 34, 44, 25, 19. It looks like 2nd through 7th is sitting all right there. Black Horse Auto Transport out there. Appreciate you. These idiots can drive. It's not as easy as they make it look. There's Fronopol. He's going to dive hard to the inside of Hans Walter. He's going to make that stick right there to the inside. Trying to keep out of the way. There's the 34. Wayne Lowe gets into the wall just a little bit. Sukatis right there. There's the 25 of Peel. There's the 5 of Fronopol. Fronopol works his way all the way up to 5th currently. Right there using the inside. The 40 blows his engine. He comes down, parks it on the apron. You saw the puff of smoke, and that's what happens. Nice awareness. Brandon Fronopol, he's got some fresh tires on that machine, and he is running away on the inside. 34 of Wayne Lowe doing a great job. There's the 0-2 of Matt Sherry. Lap traffic to be contended with. The 25 of Lawson Peel makes it stick. Fronopol comes all the way up. He is in 2nd place now, and he is going to try to make it work. Lawson Peel trying to make it 3 wide right there onto the front stretch. Wayne Lowe coming onto the back stretch. There's Wayne Lowe doing a great job of making it work. So far, so good. We are going. There's Shane Wyatt. Oh, the 44 is coming around just a little bit. 33 gets into the 44. 44 gets in there. That is a caution right there. You saw the hard battle. Eventually, it was going to, once they went 3 wide, I kind of wondered when it was going to happen. So now we're going to stack back up the field, and you're going to see Matt Lovett and Brandon Fronopol go after each other. 51 laps on Matt Lovett's racing machine right there. And he's going to have Brandon Fronopol right there with him. Lucky Dog is going to wave around. There's the 22. First car not on the lead lap is Mitchell Sukatis. He is 1 lap down in P10. Josh Klinger, last car on the lead lap. He's going to be 9th place right now as that long green flag stint right there really made a difference. So Matt Lovett has led quite a few laps. Here's your driver summary for Brandon Fronopol, brought to you by No Limit Racing Thunder Series. He is currently second, started 23rd. He led 19 laps early on, B-class driver out of the Florida area. Let's go up to your race leader, the 41 of Matt Levitt. There it is. Started 7th. Currently first, has led 124 laps. And he's only changed 6 positions on there. There's Sukatis. He is going down pit road in the number 44 machine. Hans Walter on pit road. Zach Rinker, Wayne Lowe, Mark Harris, Josh Klinger. And looks like we've got quite a few doing that as well. Matt Levitt out front. Klinger is on from a pole back there as well. So it looks like Elrod right there in the number 14 looking for a free pass. Let's see if that happens. iRacing kind of scores everybody differently. Looks like he was waiting for... Oh, he's going to have to just kind of drop back. So waiting for his moment to go green. All right, so Wayne Lowe, Hans Walter, Zach Rinker, Mark Harris, Josh Klinger all just went to pits. Here's the situation. The top 5 all have 30 laps or better on their tires. Brandon Frontapole has 31. He's in P2 with the least amount of traction or least amount of wear on his tires. The race leader has 54 laps along with Shane Wyatt and Colin Ziemer in 4th and 5th. And then Lawson Peel has 84 laps on his tires. And when we go back to green flag racing, lights are off on the pace car right now. We're going to have 40 laps to go. They are currently on the backstretch. So something exciting is going to happen. Let's see how long we can keep it green and see if we can get a nice finish here. Matt Levitt, in the 41, Frontapole in the 5. There is Peel in the 25, last week's winner, and then Shane Wyatt in the number 1, the KSDT CPA, and the FRL 34 is in 5th. Extended caution, so one more lap around. When we go back to green, it'll be 39 laps to go. Want to make sure everybody's getting lined up and in their spots. These cars are beaten and they are battered and they are just ready to go. Speaking of drivers, he's back out there. There's the 58 of Sean Conklin out there. Pace cars on pit road. Here we go. One more time from the grandstands. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman. We are green flag racing once again. We are getting down to the wire. There's the 5 of Brandon Frontapole is going to dive hard on the inside. He's going to try to make that outside line groove come to him, but he couldn't do it. Shane Wyatt is going to lead him around to try to take that second place. There's Hans Walter right there, right behind Shane Wyatt. There is the 41 of Matt Levitt. The 5 of Frontapole is going to try to use that inside line. Oh, goodness gracious, there it was. Caution comes out. Cautions breed cautions. It is Bristol. Love it. Killing it out there. That's what I'm seeing at Cody Kinsey. How about Love it, huh? Yeah, this is his track. I watched him win here before. We're going to see what happened on that last, on why this caution kind of happened. Let's see. Looks like Klinger might have gotten caught up in this one. Let's see what happened. There is the 25 of Peel. There's the 34. 34 gets into it. There it is. And, maybe just and the 34 does get into Klinger, but doesn't look like his car's all that hurt. Just maybe a little squished nose. You see the things that happened. Klinger back up to 7th now. Just went in for tires and a little bit of a nose fix. Top 5 currently. Let's take a look at that. Top 5 brought to all of you out there and brought to you by the frontline workers, of course, and always. Matt Levitt Shane Wyatt, that's second. Brandon Frontapole is going to be in third. Hans Walter is going to be in fourth, and Zach Rinker in fifth. Rinker, of course, driving the no-hooded Barney Mobile right there. You don't have to finish with a hood. You just have to finish the race. There is your race leader. Top 5 going. And then we take a look back at what's going on. Someone who just got our lucky dog. Let's talk about our lucky dog. The 44, Mitchell Sukatis. That guy was your lucky dog. There he is. He's going to start at the rear end of the field, the tail end of the field. No hood for Mr. Woolley, but he is still out there running and doing the best that he can. So let's keep going. All right, top 10 for you right now. DHR driver, Dark Horse Racing driver, Matt Lovett. Shane Wyatt's up there. Brandon Frontapole. Hans Walter, Zach Rinker, Lawson Peels in 6th. Josh Klinger in 7th. Colin Ziemer in the 66 machine. He is 8th. Mitchell Sukatis is in 9th. And Wayne Lowe went to pit road, but he is in 10th. RJ Justice, first car 1 lap down in 11th. And then Jesse Priest, the Indiana driver, is 1 lap down in 12th. First car 2 laps down. Jake Elrod, he is in 13th. They're going to go back to double file right here, and this is how it's done. Lovett going to choose the high line. Wyatt's going to be on the inside. This is going to be interesting because the inside line typically is typically falls back, so we're going to see what happens here. We know that Brandon Frontapole is good on the inside line. He's still got fewer laps on his tires than the top 2. Matt Lovett and Shane Wyatt both have 63 laps on their tires, and they could go all the way to the end. We did see 100 laps out of Matt Lovett's tires. They gave him 5 sets, and they have only used a few of them. So pace car is off, and we are back to it again. Green, 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 says Fred the Flagman. The 41 out front. The one of Wyatt is going to try to make it interesting. There is Hans Walter right there. He's going to try to keep that outside line at bay. The one Shane Wyatt's going to have to do there. The 19 of Walter is going to try to make an inside move, try to carry that heavy high speed. There is the one of Shane Wyatt, gets himself up top. Brandon Frontapole right there. There's the 19 of Walter. He's got some fresher tires than Matt Lovett. He's just going to have to keep him at bay. Lap 170 about to be completed. Hans Walter is going to try to lead this race, and he's got some fresh tires, but he is not clear of the 41. Not yet, that is, as you're going to see Lovett. Oh, Klinger gets turned around. Caution's going to get called here in just, there it is. Caution comes out. Klinger gets turned around. And now the tables have turned. Fresh tires for Hans Walter right there. 15 laps on those tires. Josh Klinger gets spun around and now has to collect himself back. Here was the restart right there. Let's go up to Klinger. Here he was. He was right there on the inside of the 25. Looked like Klinger got spun around. It sure did. Here he is, fresh tires. Oh, gets net coated, the 25. And Klinger gets T-boned. Goodness gracious. Now back it up and take it to pit road. There he goes. Alrighty. Now we're really going to see what's going to happen. Hans Walter is your race leader. And we're going to see what happens in just a moment. Being told to make Discord read only after this. Quite funny. Quite funny. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see. Eric Schaefer, thank you for the follow out there on Twitch. I appreciate all of you. Let's go up to the race leader. Let's see if I can see where he is at. I know where he's at. That'll be easy. So the fresher tires paid off for this driver. He is all the way up front right now. Hans Walter in the number 19. Buddy, tell me how this restart's going to go for you and how you can hold him off for the next 25 laps.
Well, I have my teammate up here in the 60s, so we're trying to work together here, get something going. I'm gonna take the outside as has been customary. Shane has the newest. No, I have the newest tires here. Only the 41 pitted there, I think, who's in 6th. I think if I can just get a clean restart and hold on for these next 20 laps, I think I've got it in the bag.
Well, Hans, good luck on your restart, buddy. You guys are getting ready to go to double file, and we look forward to seeing you at the end of the race.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Hans Walter right there. Driving the number 19 4X Racing machine. And he does have the 60 Barney Mobile up there. You see the auto owner's insurance. Two of the youngest drivers in the league, other than we have a 12-year-old in the league as well. But two of our youngest drivers out front right now over some of the veterans. And people like Brandon Fronopol out there. He is a veteran out there. Matt Lovett in 6th. Now, don't count them out because they're going to be coming no matter what. Shane Wyatt's right there. There's the 60s. So some of the best racing you're about to see is going to happen right here in the front. Pace car is going to come off, and you're going to see the 19 come around. Going back up to the pace car. Pace car is going to take another lap. Now we're coming around to the backstretch. Never mind. Go on. Absolutely. There is the 41. I love it. And there is his cockpit. Matt Lovett starting in 6th. Let's see how this goes. As you're going to see the green flag go, and they're going to wave right here coming out of the backstretch. Matt Lovett has fresh tires, and he is ready to go. He's going to take that inside line. You're going to see it right here. Hans Walter tries to make it work. Woo! He goes inside. Gets slick. There he is. He's going to take that inside line on the one of Shane Wyatt. He's not going to make it, though. You see it right there. Oh, gets loose just a little bit, and brand new tires are hard to run. The one right there. There's Brandon Fronopol right behind him. Caution's going to come out once again. We don't have a clue why. But he made up some spots. He's gonna start out right behind the race leader right there. So, well, at least that's what he should be. That's what it scored him at whenever I saw him. All right. Lap 180 being completed under caution. Hans Walter has the lead at the moment. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened. Looks like here is the look at the restart. There's Sukatis, the 55, the 13 of Woolley, all right there. This is where they say the incident happened. Here is Michael Woolley. There's the 44. Let's see. Oh, the 44 gets loose, comes up, gets turned, gets into the 13. Just gets loose. Oh, and just can't stop. Oh, goodness. Oh, man, goodness. 44 gets loose on that turn, and my goodness, the tires have not worn. Let's see. He was on 8-lap tires, so still fresh tires on that restart. And definitely going to see what happened. Brandon Fronopol on pit road. Wayne Lowe on pit road. These guys coming in for fresh tires. They had 5 sets to use. The guy to look out for, Matt Lovett, in 4th. It's going to have to make something happen and make it happen quick. 25 cars still on the track. Currently right now, Brandon T. Banks back out there again. He picked up some spots, got his car fixed. He's going to pick up another he's going to at least pick up another spot if he continues to complete green flag runs. So that's at least a plus for him. Chris Bates out there, currently 27th, trying to pick up some spots as well. The longer that he runs, the more that he can get. He can almost push himself to, if he continues to go, nobody else comes back out on the track, he's going to look more at 29th. Kind of looking. Let's see what happens. There's Hans Valter, the number 19, Shane Wyatt right there. And I know that we are still under caution currently. I wanted to go over some stuff. But here we go. We're going to take a look and we're going to talk to... I thought about it. I completely thought about it, I promise. Where did it go? Well, I was looking for him, and it looks like that I might miss him. Where'd he go? Well, Shane Wyatt out there. He's doing kind of a good job. There he is. Lights are off on the pace car, I believe. We're going to check as soon as the pace car comes around to make sure. It is. So Shane Wyatt's going to take it. I was going to move him over and try to talk to him, but apparently I'm just too slow. There's the 19. Gets a little bit of a loose start right there. There's the one of Shane Wyatt. He's going to come around. He's going to hit that bottom line. Matt Lovett all over the tail of the 19. You see him right there. He is hungry, hungry, hungry. He is ready to go. There is the 19. He's got the 41 right there. Shane Wyatt drops a few spots right there. Almost caught with the 19 to make a pass for the lead, but doesn't get to it. 41 of Lovett, fresher tires. He's going to make a run at him. You're going to see maybe a classic bump and run come here in just a little bit. There's the 19 of Hans Valter. High line for the Lovett, as you see Rinker there as well. Do you want to be first at the coming to the checkered, or do you want to be second? Because I believe somebody is in the hunt. There he is right there. Hans Valter gets up into the wall just a little bit. Matt Lovett comes to the inside to try to take the lead from him right here. Zach Rinker coming off pace. Looks like Mr. Number 1, Shane Wyatt, fell back to 5th currently. Lap 188 being completed under green flag conditions. 189 there as well. Matt Lovett trying to use that inside line to gain some ground on. Oh, and then the 19 turns his car, comes up, almost collects his teammate, and we are going to go under caution. Hans Valter gets into the wall, and that's how he lost the lead right there. Josh Klinger got collected into that. I saw that one coming. What an incredible battle for first and second as they continue to go. Matt Lovett out front now. He's only going to have RJ Justice and Shane Wyatt to deal with. Currently, he's going to have Brandon Fronopel there as well. The 34 of Wayne Lowe and Shane Wyatt Shane Wyatt. There's one more. The 25 of Lawson Peel. 19 of Hans Valter. When he got into the wall right there, kind of just collected everybody. So didn't collect everybody, just, kind of hurt himself there. All right, so Hans Valter right here gets some pressure from the 41. The 41 forces him to carry heavier speed, and so he gets right back to him. And he does. He gets right into the center of the wall, comes up, collects the wall right there. And then Klinger, Klinger buddy. There he is. Last car on the lead lap currently. Actually, your wave around as they wait for the pace car. Apparently the pace car wanted to stall out on everybody, but looks like your lucky dog's going to be the 66 of Colin Ziemer. Zach Rinker, first car 2 laps down. Now 3 laps down as he's going to be passed by Jake Elrod. Jake Elrod in the 14 is going to move up to 11th. Brandon T. Banks, that's what I'm talking about. He moved all the way up to 29th now, so he gained a few spots. He was sitting back there in 35th, and getting back out there and driving gained him some extra spots. So kudos to him. Getting that car fixed and getting it out there to be driven. Joe Sanchez, Michael Woolley all out there. Bradley, Jacob Dunson, he is in 20th. Top 20 is always a good 20th. Top 20 is always good. It gives you some extra points, that's for sure. Ken MacArthur, our race sponsor, is 18th with 11 laps down. Jesse Priest is off on pit road, currently 13 laps down. Zach Rinker, of course, as well on pit road, 4 laps down. And Jake Elrod right there. So Colin Zemer, he gets the wave around. He is your lucky dog. Matt Lovett's home track, so no doubt he's going to be a beast here. Corey hated to miss tonight due to the sickness. I hope that he feels better. That is absolutely tough to hear that he was sick, Corey Das, but did give the opportunity for our race sponsor to have an opportunity to race. So no doubt Ken MacArthur is giving you a big thumbs up, and we can enjoy that right there. Hans Walter gets an EOL for being the purpose of the caution right there. You see him dropping to the back. And we're going to go up to the race leaders right here. Double file for everybody. Lights are off on the pace car, it looks like, maybe. It is. He's going to come down 41, 54, 1, and the 5. Then the 34 away lows right there. Back to it again. Green flag racing right here. Oh, Lawson Peel gets turned. Caution's going to have to come back out. That was a 5 to go green flag. And now RJ Justice is right there. Lawson Peel gets a nose to the bumper. Top LS Vet, worst league race I've ever raced in. I'm terribly sorry that happens. I'd love to talk to you in the office after we're all said and done. Be great to have a conversation with you, of course, and always. Matt Lovett out front. RJ Justice is going to be second. The 5 of Brandon Fronopol right there in third. Shane Wyatt in fourth. Josh Klinger all the way back to 10th now. Lawson Peel is there as well. We're going to go back and try to take a look at what happened there, of course, as we saw Lawson Peel get involved in that one. So here was the restart right here. We're going to follow along with Lawson Peel. Kind of got checked up a little bit, and it looks like the 34 got into the back. Bad restart, collects the 18. And what a heck of a start. What a heck of a start. Kind of what happened there. Let's go back and we're going to take a look at it. Look at the far chase camera as we get that restart. Alrighty, so there he was. They're coming to the green flag. Gets into the nose. I don't know if he got loose after getting into the nose or what happened there. It kind of looked... I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'd have to ask him after the race and see what happened. Lots of things to review, lots of things to go over, but of course and always, it is Bristol, and this is a simulator where these guys are just now in their second week of racing, trying to learn each other's habits, learn what's going on here, And, of course, being that it's compact and everybody is driving over the internet, we're only going to see things improve. Chicagoland's going to be next week. We're going to have our first attempt at green-white checker, 2 attempts at a green-white checker here, so we will see how that goes moving forward. But definitely an opportunity for these guys to have great racing going forward. We do have another couple of short tracks on our schedule. We also have a couple of new series getting ready to start, the Real Racing Online Dirt Series, and then we also have the Real Racing Online Dirt Series getting ready to start as we go back to green flag racing. There's Shane. Oh, Shane gets into the wall just a little bit, checks up in front of the 44, spins his tires on the restart. There is the 41 of Matt Lovett out front. We're going to have a green-white checkered here, so as long as he comes around to the white flag, you're going to see this is going to be the last lap right here, and it is white flag right here. Big old wreck, couldn't get to it. Matt Lovett's going to pull away from it. Let's see who finishes in second. There is Wayne Lowe, Shane Wyatt right there as well. Matt Lovett's going to come around to a win right here. There he is. And they were racing for the win as these drivers trying to finish the race. Matt Lovett wins, and car spins. Matt Lovett was right up there. They tried to get it, and it looks like some aggressive driving down there. Well, Matt Lovett wins right here at Bristol, and definitely a hard-fought battle waiting for everybody, as you're going to see. He's going to see everybody kind of pass around and do their thing. Matt Lovett wins. Wayne Lowe finishes second. Shane Wyatt, a third-place finish right there. And he's going to take the time and burn it down with 31 laps on those tires. There he goes. National Alliance Mental Illness Ford with the Dark Horse Racing Series right there. Or Dark Horse Racing Team. Matt Lovett loves the track, so we're going to try to bring Matt Lovett in here in just a moment. And there he is at Bristol Motor Speedway right there. Let's take a look at results real quick. Or race summary, and then, results. Show those results right there. We're going to do this and this. All right, so let's bring in Matt Lovett while you guys have the race results up there. Let's take a look. And there he is. Ooh. So after a long-fought battle, the 41 of Matt Lovett comes away with your first victory of this young season. Tell me how it worked for you, and tell me how things kind of transpired there at the end. I know that you had to come in for pits, and you had to get some fresh tires, and you kind of just ran away with it. But tell me what you were thinking over the last maybe 20 laps.
Well, that was a crazy race, wasn't it? That was insane.
It was.
Well, I had the lead there, and I was on 50-some lap tires, and then Hans just drove right by me, and I was like, if I'm going to have any chance whatsoever, I have to pit. So I pitted. I didn't know if I was going to get back up there in time. I didn't know if the cautions were going to stay, seldom long enough for me to get back up there. Luckily, they did, and thankfully, I feel bad for Hans. I really do. I was actually fearful that I had caused him to wreck, but I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. But it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
Well, such a good sport in the race, of course, as always. Very humble, Mr. Matt Lovett is. But at the same time, whenever he spun out right there, he kind of just came into the wall, and you were very much clear of him, and that's when you took the lead, and then 2 really quick cautions that put on the green-white checkered, and then you just kind of drove around and kind of held your own. So give us your shout-outs and tell everybody say hi and do your thing like you do.
Well, I appreciate you for putting this on week in, week out, and everything that you do. Brian, for creating this awesome paint scheme for myself for this league. I was really thankful he put my best friend on the passenger side. He rode with me tonight. And everyone else who came out and raced tonight, I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. On to next week.
While we, excuse me, sorry. I was actually showing it right there. So, yeah, on to next week. We got Chicagoland. So, is that a track that you enjoy? It's a 2-mile track. So,
we'll find out. We'll find out.
All right. Well, congratulations once again, Mr. Matt Levitt. I was trying to circle around your car, but the National Alliance on Mental Health or Mental Illness, part of your paint scheme, and we appreciate you, of course, and always. We will see you next week. I'll probably see you in the booth here in just a little bit when we get back and we go over all the replays and all the things that happened at Bristol.
Have a good one, buddy.
You too, Matt Levitt, right there. He is. Here's his driver summary right here. He led 151 laps right here. Started 7th currently, and he finished first. Blew his engine right there, and you saw it. And that race, that driver summary brought to you by No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Let's go back to the results. I was going to get to that. Matt Levitt, your race winner, the 34 of Wayne Lowe. Shane Wyatt comes home with, and we'll talk to him and Wayne Lowe here in just a little bit. Shane Wyatt comes home 3rd, Lawson Peel 4th, Mitchell Sakatis in 5th, Hans Walter in 6th. Josh Klinger, 7th place finish for him right there. RJ Justice comes home 8th. And Brandon Frontapole 9th. The 66th of Colin Zemer is got a top 10 finish for you. Moving on to the results, Jake Elrod gets an 11th place position. Mark Harris finishes 15th. There, Kenny MacArthur, the 97, a sponsor of this race, finishes 16th. And then Michael Woolley, Bradley Dunson, there's 19th and 20th for you. Just flip that right there. Moving on to the rest of the results, Joe Sanchez, number 55, your pole sitter, finishes 21st. Mario Miranda there in 26th. And Ryan Dipple finishes 30th. Moving on down, got a Michael Newton right there. The 98 finishes 31st. Clint Leatherwood finishes 35th. Brian Wirtz finishes 38th. And Daryl Paget, our friendly neighborhood Australian, finishes 69th. We look forward to seeing him in Chicagoland. Then Grantley Williams, he is our driver, last driver out there. Then Donald Wooten's the 015 and myself the 15. You see us right there. We are just there nonchalantly. But Grant doing a great job out there, getting out there trying to run with the guys. This first official league for him. So he is out there learning the number 6. Ooh, what a night. What a lot of talking. It's a lot. Ooh. Great race out there. Thank you, everybody out there. Brandy Rogers, Black Horse Auto Transport, thank you as well for all of that. 3 top 15s for the OCR boys. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody out there on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. Let's reach in and let's try to find. I want to talk to this guy right here. Mr. Wayne Lowe coming home 34th. This is Jason up in the broadcast booth, or coming home 34th, coming home 2nd in that 34 machine.
I was gonna say, how did I get demoted? I know I crossed 2nd.
Yeah, nope, you came home 2nd in that 34 machine. I was looking at your number. I just transposed it.
I know.
A lot of talking, a lot of things happening. Tell us what happened on your last lap and how you came home with that 2nd place victory.
Last lap, it was dodging a bunch of cars off coming to the white flag, and then I'm glad I got a cross start finish line because the one came and just wiped me out. But right. I mean, he probably just couldn't get slowed down. They were all crashed there from the lap before. The whole race was crazy. It is Bristol. We knew there was going to be quite a few cautions, but
I mean, we still had nice green flag runs in there for a little bit. I was excited to see it. I was excited to see where people finished, because the people who got their cars fixed got back on the track. They finished in better situations. You were one of them. You got caught up in a couple of things yourself. But to see you finish second, congratulations. And tell us, everybody you want to give a shout out to. I want to make sure that we always bring in our drivers that finish well.
No, Fast Lane Racing League. It's a league I'm involved with. It's for anybody with a mental or physical disability of any kind. They run a league where it's just a judgment-free environment. Race with everybody. A lot of guys use adaptive controls and stuff. It doesn't matter what skill level you are. If anybody out there has some sort of disability or knows somebody on iRacing that has a disability and think they want to get involved, just remember my name, Wayne Lowe. Send me a message on Facebook, iRacing, whatever. I'll get you in touch with Kyle Zimmer, who runs it, and Tanner Sharp, the other admins, and we'll get you into the group. A lot of these guys have just become, I've met none of them in real life, but a lot of these guys have become some of my best friends, and including Eddie Hawks, who is another competitor in this league now.
Well, Eddie Hawk's doing a great job. We appreciate him being out there. Fast Lane Racing League, that is what that is, so make sure you check that out. We talked about you earlier. We talked about your car, of course, and the purpose that you guys had going out there. So I thank you very much, and you have a great night, my friend.
Also, I appreciate you, Jason, and Signature Esports for putting this on. It's a great league to be a part of, and can't wait to see where it goes.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we got some building, and we got some things to work on, but at the same time, we're going to have a lot of fun. So I appreciate you, Wayne, and we will see you next week at Chicagoland.
Will do. Thanks, Jason.
Absolutely. Wayne Lowe right there doing a great job of being a part of the league. And last but not least, we are going down to this guy right here. Finishes third. Shane Wyatt had to battle his way up. You started way there in the back and moved yourself up to a third place finish. So a top 5 for you. Tell us how at the end of the race went for you.
Well, like you said, we started 23rd. What's that, like middle of the pack out of 41 drivers, and so we were already at a disadvantage there. The first restart, I had a feeling that there would be some issues there, which they all wrecked there at the restart. So I believe that got us up to like 13th or something, and we just played wreck avoidance, dodged all the wrecks. As always, can't thank KSDT, Richmar Flores, Shelby Park Marketing, BW Henley Construction. I was just talking to Alan today about how much I honestly don't like Bristol hardly at all. It's one of my least favorite tracks. Chicagoland is one of my favorites, which is where we go next week, so I'm looking forward to that. But we really needed this after last week. We finished like 39th, got wrecked at Daytona, so we really needed this year for our sake and for points' sake. So obviously we always want to win it, but third place is a win in my books when we come to Bristol anytime that we can bring home the car relatively clean and bring home a top 5 finish. So once again, thanks to all the sponsors, and it was a great race.
Oh, fantastic race for everybody. We appreciate, of course, all of the drivers out there. Shane White, congratulations on third place finish, and we'll see you next week at Chicagoland.
Thanks, sir.
Absolutely. Shane Wyatt right there doing a great job of trying to dodge traffic, and that's what a lot of it was. It was a lot of dodging, a lot of things had to be worked through, but we had a bunch of drivers finish, that's for sure. So points race, and that's second race of the season. So Chicagoland is where we're headed off to next. You see the 47 down there has got some fire going on under his engine. But we appreciate all of you, and we thank you all very much. Qualifying for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is Wednesday nights, and then races are Thursdays. We're going to have Chicagoland next week, and I believe that's roughly about a 200-mile race. So I'm going to go back and take a look at it. I want to make sure that we are all on board with that. New sponsors, new everything coming up, and if you want any more information, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and all that stuff on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Tomorrow, cash race coming up. We probably will not broadcast that, but if you want to be a part of it, hit us up on Facebook or on iRacing. Search my name, and we'll be good to go. I appreciate all of you, and from here at Bristol, it's over. We'll see you next week.